What's up, you guys? Eastwood here. You might know me from some of my work with different artists for different music videos and my own work on YouTube. We're gonna break down my newest piece, Pain. If you guys haven't seen the video that we're about to break down, go ahead and click the video up here or the link in the description below, and then come on back and check us out. A bunch of my friends and different producer friends and different artist friends have been talking about PinkPantheress, her story being really cool. She basically has been making these songs this year on TikTok and just has been putting out since only June. She's been a little bit more discreet with her life and just has been putting out these really cool songs. And I've really enjoyed that they're shorter songs that are right in the sweet spot of actually what very often I cut songs down to be for dance videos. Lately, I've been trying to have all my pieces have a lot of drive at the beginning of them and making them more concise. I just feel that the shorter something is and the more impact it has at this time is like the coolest way to approach dance. I've challenged myself on this piece to kind of attack it. And now that we've kind of gone over my initial feelings for the piece, let's walk through from the top with choreos. We added that little Young Line staging moment, day of. So, the most important thing for me in this whole piece is basically that there's constant flow. So I eliminated pauses and stops from my choreography about 2-3 years ago. So you'll notice that nothing in here has any holds. Cool. Like I was saying while I was playing, around 2-3 years ago, I started trying to focus my material to have drive for the entirety of the piece so that the moment the momentum starts, you're either riding up or riding down on the same break of momentum from the top of the piece, as opposed to stopping and starting specific ideas. So I try and articulate always to my class that there's usually 2 bounces in a beat. There's the halftime bounce and then the double time bounce. And I think the reason why I really like PinkPantheress' songs is that she sings on the halftime bounce, "You told me it wasn't over, but the drums are 2, 3, and 5, and 7, so it's double time. So it gives you so much pocket to play with within the choreography, which makes it really interesting. Now let's start to break down individual moments from the top. I'll start going through like wordplay. I used to rely on wordplay as a focal point of my choreography, and now the point of the choreography is a momentum, and wordplay is almost like bonus points that if you have the time and you repeat watch, you can start to uncover layers within the piece. The first line she says is, "It's 8 o'clock in the morning." But I like to sometimes do wordplay in front of words on musicality. So you think of an image inside of your head, and then it's followed up with explanation of words. So what we do at the beginning is we do a yawn, and then a stretch. And then she says, "It's 8 o'clock in the morning." So before you even look over and look at your clock and see that it's 8 in the morning, you yawn and stretch. If someone goes back, they can see that new detail, and maybe they didn't catch it the first time. It's looking like it's just a boom, boom, shh on the beat, but it actually has a whole story behind it within boom, 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 stretch, land, before it's even 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so now here's like a really specific detail. We're going on the bounce, and when we do that, we count to 4 on each hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. We also do math lessons in dance class. So now I'm entering my bed. Then she says, "Had a few dreams about you." I looked a couple lines in advance and thought about like what the story could be. So the idea is basically like, you wake up from this dream And everybody, when they first wake up from a dream, the first thing, specifically my girl, does is they want to tell you the dream. They just need to tell you the dream, and people are hype off that. The concept here is that you're asleep, then you're waking up, and you grab for your phone right away, and then you text the person on the side of you, boom, boom. And so you send off what the dream is, but we don't even know that contextually yet because she's literally saying afterwards. Yeah, so we're already setting the tone that for the story that we're texting the person, we're telling the audience that we had a dream. We talked about a reference for this being like, when there's a big group of your friends and maybe there's somebody that like your friends don't like this girl or guy or whatever, they know you're texting them and you're just like a little bit embarrassed. So you're just like over here, just like slightly embarrassed that you're texting this person, just like, and they're like, yo, is that so-and-so? And you're like, oh, no, it's my mom. So had a few dreams about you. That is basically boom, boom. That's like when people are telling the story, they're just like, they're so in the mix that they're not realizing like this just sounds like nonsense. So you're on this momentum and then the thought is going through and then we do the most epic ever like boy band 90s, like 2000s point, like the most epic just like dancer point. So this goes, had a few dreams about you. And that you is like, it's purposefully really over-danced. The point of the you is like, it's slightly desperate. And the reason why I'm doing this big and simple you is I could have done a you or you, but I want this to be simple and powerful because I want the person to know like, I'm really thinking about you. That's what that moment is. It's just like hoping they'll understand, you know? Had a few dreams about you. I can't tell you what we did. I can't tell you what we did. So obviously she's talking about something inappropriate, right? But she's saying, I'm not trying to say that to you, but I'm gonna let you know that it was something like this. The whole point of the line is that it's cheeky. It's like, it's alluding and it's confirming something, but it's trying to be sweet and endearing without like being so like brash about it. So I wanted to do something that isn't just like, yeah, let's get it. But it's like something that's actually meaningful. I just thought about the moments before your first kiss with somebody where your heart is just beating, the thing is just thumping, you're just like boom, 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 boom. I've been trying to marry a lot of like dance moves and like powerful stances and like powerful dance movement that was really prominent when I first started dancing. All the choreo was so big and powerful. And I just want to bring some of those elements back into my dancing to always honor like what I also came from. It's paying homage to something that's classic, but it's also updating it with a twist and putting like a different flavor on it. Like this is much more subtle than like, breathe in, boom, boom. The guy with the yellow headband on and the yellow cutoff sleeve jacket and his heart is pumping out his chest. He's got the black shades on. I always have references like that I just take and manipulate to be softened or intensified. And so that's what that is right there. I expected to see ya. I expected to see ya. That's really just more footwork. So in that footwork though, I explained in class, that's shout out to my boy King of Spank, Spaceman. He has all different types of characters that he brings to life in his Light Feet and his Harlem Shake. And a lot of times he'll do like, sometimes he'll be like, he's the drunken man, he's the drunken man. And he'll have this like stumbly like step to him. You're throwing off balance. You know, when someone is like saying, I expected this, you're just like a little bit trying to pull yourself together. It's really just connecting with it in that way. So this moment is my favorite moment of the entire thing. It's like the most addictive moment to dance physically. You're like fully arrested to the momentum that we've built to this point into the dance. So we've been going so fast on top of the beat and twisting and turning so much that our body, by the time we get to this, which is the jack, which is the groove within house, the jack is so in our body that it actually pushes you through the dance. The wordplay is just simple. Again, no, I shouldn't be watching, right? But the thing is, That wordplay is really sprinkled. It's all about this groove here. And the whole thing is like, I learned through studying light feet and some Harlem Shake that a lot of the pocket within these styles that feels really good and drags you in as a viewer is actually the space around the clap. So if you notice, and, that's the pocket of this right here. To and. So we create the space around the pocket to make it so that the clap is actually pulling you through the next move. And then we go to pain, so we bring the heart back, but this time, instead of feeling really good and almost hopeful, the difference is that she says, every time I feel the pain. And so we have the heart now, and it's still beating underneath the shirt, but this time it hurts way more. And it's like, I shot my shot, and it's like, defeated. Same move, but it has completely different intention, and it tells a totally different story. So the first time, I'm on the heartbeat because I'm like still getting geared up, boom, boom. The second time, every time I feel the pain, right? So it's a totally different context. Okay, then the Laala, this is like the conductor, and they got that nice little, I always think of Bugs Bunny. Footwork, Laala. And then we hold, we're in the pocket here, there's no kick, and there's just like some hi-hat basically. I wanted to ground this space in between because there isn't a kick or whatever, so that we just go on the half time of this because we've been going so fast. And then we go to the double time on the heel toe. So usually the heel toe rhythm is like, but it's used in light feet a lot as a triple time step. So it's like da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. And so it really brings double time rhythm underneath the track to life for like the peak of the piece, and then it's the little period right on the end. And then you have freestyle at the end of it. 2, 3, and digga-da, 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 boom, boom, boom. And so that just builds up right at the end and then drops off, yeah? So it has like a whole arc the whole time, right? And it's using momentum through all of it. The primary focus for me is the pocket and where I'm sitting within the pocket. So whether I'm going half time, double time, I'm really listening to the drums, the chords, her voice, and I'm really deciding musically what is the most important thing that someone who's watching this can connect to and then feel like they're watching the music come to life. I do feel that within me getting back to a lot more freestyle and foundation styles and learning new styles like light feet and some Harlem Shake have really influenced me to get back to the core focus of getting people to want to dance from watching something because it feels really tangible because it looks like the music. You'll hear me saying when I'm decoding this, moves like this big point. I would have thought that maybe 3 or 4 years ago, something like that might be too basic or too simple, but now I do find the strength and power of simplifying something to make a statement and be particular rather than have to rely on impressive dance moves to make a complete story. Closing statement. Don't forget, you guys, you can actually learn this piece from STEEZY, so go ahead and click the link below. I really enjoy this piece. You can't even feel how good it feels until you dance it yourself. Enjoy. My name is Eastwood. I was born in Oak Park, Illinois, and I'm 28 years old, born April 16th, 1993 to 2 love.